So I light up the branch around here. It's a big branch. So lesson learned. When you try to fire wood, you start small. So I started paper, it doesn't work, twigs, and this one will help. So start small, and then that's the secret.
How's it going?
It's fantastically, yeah.
Slow, but
It's slow, yeah, but it's going.
okay.
Yeah, hopefully we catch a lot of fish. I tried the when the lake's open
Mm.
and barely anyone else getting around here, and then I saw a guy. He went on the boat around there and then followed him, and he went all the way up in there on their boat
Mm-hmm.
and getting in there, and then he catch only one fish.
Okay.
It's a jacked.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
I know. I heard one guy tell too. It wasn't too good this summer. I don't know if they're.
well, hopefully the fish is around in there, so
I know.
they get bark, and slowly
Yeah.
we catch a lot.
Yeah. Oh well. We can always try.
Yeah, good luck again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like in aviation. You start small, so you start with a kite, and then after a kite, you try paragliding, and then after paragliding, you try a different kind of airplanes. Hopefully, you get in there. Start with ultralight, and then you go into Cessna 170, and then you go Tomahawk, and then you go in twin engine. So that's how you roll. So start gradually, and don't drastically get into the so theory plus experience. So that's a lot of money when you're into aviation. So not anyone else get into aviation because first thing first, money wise. Aside from that, I learned today it's a lot of factor when you get into aviation. First, financially and your fitness. So how you fit to get in there. So I think it's like a fire. You never get a fire without air. You get even though you have a lighter to fire on to start it, but you can't drastically get a fire like this wood. There's a big chunks on it, so I try to get on that cup of Tim Hortons, but I can't. So I need a fan. So to to get the oxygen and air get into this um, a barrel. So it's a metal pit. So from there, I started, and with the help of our seniors around in there, a good gentleman, he helped me try to get the chunks out of the small piece of wood, and then we started a small, and then we put a bit of big branch, and then now it's get going. So that's lesson for today, kind of thing. If you're gonna fly, we need to start small, and then this one is getting bigger and bigger. So just for the safety reason, so I need to get at least to cover this one up, and I try to get all this vision, and I need to take care of this fire because I started it. So I need to get this one to uh, get this one put it out the fire. So I'm responsible right here. So like in aviation, you're responsible in your aircraft. So no matter what happens, you're pretty much responsible on it. So when you launch, when you climb, and then you try to get landing safely, right? So that's how you're gonna work. So lesson for today: if you're gonna launch, find a safety landings to get you in the ground, right? So yeah, hopefully you learn a lot from this fire. Myself, I learned how to put a fire from the scratch, right? So that's how the hard work is. So the hard work around here is get this one going in a small fire, and then afterwards you get this big massive fire, and along with this one the responsibility on it that you need to take care of this fire, right? So in aviation, if you get into aviation, hopefully we get in there. I tried kiting. Kiting is one of the fantastic to control. If you into aviation, try to feel the air up in there. So there's a layer of air. It's a different layer of air that you need to practice and feel it by your hands. So from there, I tried kiting, and yeah, it's pretty good. I feel the air, and the drastic behavior of the air is different. So you, no matter what, you get this um, drastic change on the wind direction, the behavior of air, the wind, and everything like that. So you need to study the environment and the air around in your parameter. So right in there, hopefully we get the fantastically wing, and I will not try the paragliding because it's pretty dangerous because you don't have in control out of the wind. So along with that, the motor right on your back will help you to be stabilized whatever wind condition. So I think that in my point of view. So in my point of view, the paramotor is one of the best to fly and safe because you're in control, right? You never just glide around because in paragliding it's too dangerous because the wind drastic wind change will fuck you up, right? So aside from that, see you in the next video, and I'll try to show you a fantastic lake around here. It's a beautiful lake, and it's one of the best lake around here. Is the and you can pretty much um, play along around here, and then yeah, yeah. This is my pickup truck. Hopefully, we're gonna change it, and if the sponsor are ready to roll, we're ready to roll, right? So yeah, lesson learned. We need to be patiently wait whatever we're into, right? So along with that, if you want to be successful in life, you need to be persistent. And if you want to be in aviation, you can get in there. At least try the RC, airplane, helicopter, whatever, just to have an experience on it. So sitting down around is not getting, it's not help you much, but at least you try, right? So don't sit around in there. Go outside, play a lot, and get your experience running. So along with that, I'm gonna show you the best sticker that I created, and this one of the best. So it's a Paratot that you can get into. Tot Paratot, you try to get in there, right? So this reminds me, like every now and then I'll be right in here, and then I got a boat around here. I tried to launch the boat, but I forgot the paddle. So yeah, right there. So see you in the next video. Hopefully, 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 guys, we fly in there and then show you around what's to be like in up in there. So hopefully it's fun, right? But it's too dangerous. That's why we need to take care of. We make it gradually, and you can see now the fire is really fantastic now because the wind try to ignite, give the energy, the fuel up this fire. So that's how it works. In aviation, it's like that. So you need fuel, so you conserve fuel, and you learn from your fuel. And I want to share about the oil. So mixed with the fuel, you need to take care of the ratio of the fuel because if you're into a two-stroke, the two-stroke are pretty easy and pretty pretty fun because they have a best RPM and the acceleration on it's not bad. So less vibration right up in there. So that's what I believe because the four stroke they tried to perfect they try to perfect the four stroke engine, and along with that hopefully it will be perfected, and it will be available right on the market just to get more um, nautical miles or whatever range when you fly up in there. So now I feel the fire around here is pretty comfy because it's a bit cold, but it's pretty nice. I can't complain with the weather now. The weather now is no wind, so that means it's perfect to fly into the paramotor. But along with that, there's a drastic change maybe on the drastic change on a lot of factors. So yeah, hopefully guys, you see me flying around in there, right? And then I show you different kind of location, and hopefully in the Philippines, guys, hintayin nyo um, hintayin nyo ang sports na to. Kailangan natin i-endorse ito sa mga thrill seeker, sa mga discipline riders. So along with that, so right now it's pretty big now. So what I do is to get this one right here. So we move a bit. So just right. And if you're right here, so the wind direction is going in the north from west to west to east, or northeast, west to northwest, northeast, from west to north northeast. So that's how you gonna yeah. So when you flying right in there and you try to get the wind direction, oh, a fire and a smoke will help you to get the direction that you're trying to. If you don't have any a windsock, or if there's no available directions of the wind kind of thing, so the smoke will help you how you gonna and 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 along with this one, the wind direction is right on that. So if we launch around in this incline, so this the how the boat, so this the launch where you're gonna launch the boat, right? So it's incline about like 30 35 roughly degree on the inclination. So the direction of the wind is perfect when you try to get a landing around here, because now it's getting a different direction. It's getting to south to north, right? So along with this smoke, you can tell drastically on that snap. You got a wind direction changes. So that's how we learn from this fire, right? So the wind direction, and how you gonna patiently start with your aviation adventure. So from there, um, so now from southeast, southeast to west now. So how see how you got how the drastically change of the wind from north west to northeast. Now it's south to west northwest. So that's how the direction you're gonna take care. And with that drastic amount of time, you will get a wind direction change. So from there, hopefully, if we got if we got a wing and the motor right on the back, we try to launch in this area, and hopefully the camp boss will agree to fly my paramotor around here, because um, you're responsible with the community, and you try to get your social corporate social responsibility if you're into 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 the aviation and to the paramotor. So from there, um, yeah, so you can see the humid around in the wood. Now it's getting out because the juice inside is the humid of, of the wood is getting out. So that's how hard work to put a fire on if there's a humid, because a while ago it's raining around here, and now in the drastic change it's pretty tame. And yeah, so you learn the weather, the climate, and the wind direction. So from there you learn a lot. And on this experience I go outside to feel the wind and air, just so I know what I'm gonna perfectly launch and perfectly landing on the power motor. So from there, hopefully guys, hopefully we get in there, and patiently wait for that perfect moment if I'm gonna launch. If so, if I'm lucky, we try the Cessna 170. The Cessna 170 is pretty safe aircraft because it's available in the market, and a lot of pilot right now they started on that airplane. And along with that, hopefully um, we get into that sports, because in that sports um, you will learn a lot and you gain a lot of friends, and you just not sit around in your house, you can feel the entire experience. So from there, hopefully e- soon, hopefully soon. So guys, um, be safe flying in there, and then say yeah.